We are now talking, though, about pedestrian safety, in particular when it comes to children who are walking to and from school and the bus stop. Let's join Gabriella Kolodzy. I apologize if I am mispronouncing your name, Gabriella. She is with, hi there, you're with teens in the driver's seat. A few reminders for drivers and walkers this morning. Let's get to walking safety first. Unfortunately, pedestrian deaths are on the rise here in Texas. Why are we seeing that? And as school begins, how can we stop it?
Yeah, so thank you for having me. I'm with Teens in the Driver's Seat, and one of our sponsors is TxDOT. And so they have a lot of data out there that tells us why Texans are involved in more pedestrian crashes. That's due to pedestrians failing to yield when vehicles have the right of way. So mid-walk crossing, very unsafe. Drivers are inattentive, right? We're either wrestling with our phones, we're talking to people in the back seat, and so that can also lead to a crash. Drivers are failing to yield and stop to the right of way of pedestrians. There was a new law passed last September that drivers are now required to stop and yield to the pedestrians when they have the right of way. And lastly is speeding. So it's so important that now that we're going back to school, we're following those speed zone laws. And then there's also the wireless communication device law that it is prohibited to have your mobile device out in any school zone. So let's just, try to keep our youth safe.
Yeah, and remember to add extra time to your commute if you are not taking a child to school or what have you. I know that's always a good reminder to have. And we've got about 2.5 minutes left. So secondly, I want to talk about the children who are actually walking to school or going to the bus stop. What advice do you have for parents and caregivers who are sending them off?
Yeah, let's start having a conversation now, right? One of those things is actually helping them find a buddy, especially when you start to trust them to walk to the bus stop or school by themselves. So it can be have somebody to hold them accountable, right? To be safe, maybe not walk distracted, always cross the crosswalks. You're more likely to be seen in numbers. So it's nice to walk with a buddy. Do a practice walk beforehand as well, or 2 or 3 practice walks. It gets your kiddo really excited for school, one off, right? Put that backpack on, let them feel out those strides, and make sure you're stopping and crossing at those crosswalks that you would take to get to school or to the bus. Really point it out as well as you're walking and talking. Talk about, distracted driving and that they should be making eye contact with the driver. Say, hey, drivers aren't always aware. It's great that if you just slow down and make contact with them when you're getting to an intersection, just to be sure, right, that they are giving you the right of way.
Right. And then in the last 30 seconds or so that we have left, do you have any advice for teen drivers?
Yeah, I'm so glad you mentioned that, right? Teen drivers are new. We probably have a new set of teens getting out on the roads this coming year. They got their permits over the summer. They're super pumped. But let's put those phones away. Let's give ourselves extra time to get to school on time. We don't want to see any teens speeding out there to, get there before the first bell. Really encourage them to leave earlier, to not speed on the roads.
And not speed in the parking lot often.
Yes.
I've seen them speed in the parking lot. It
everywhere.
Gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
Like, please just slow down a little bit. What's a good website, Gabriella, where parents, caregivers, educators can get some more advice?
Yeah, we would love if you would visit our website, t-driver.com. You can learn about not only driver safety tips, but we also focus on pedestrian and bicyclist safety. So we're trying to empower you to go out there and spread the safety message. And then also visit Save Kids Austin. Don't have the website online, but Google it and search for us. We are here to help the community.
Wonderful. Gabriella, thank you again. We really appreciate your time. Thank you again.